Alright, what's up guys? It's Samurai here, and today I want to make a video about the endings of The Boys Season 5, since last week the final episode had just aired, and as of this moment right now, because I'm recording at Sunday, so about 4 days from now, well, it was yeah, pretty much 4 days after the show ended. I wanted to like give my thoughts about it because I watched the entire season from 1 to 5, and to be honest with, like, if I had to like actually be honest, the final season, or like the past one season or so, or just the final season specifically, it hasn't been that good compared to like the early seasons, because I'll talk about like what I don't like about it, what I probably liked about it, if I could even find any of it. But yeah, it's because one thing that I did notice greatly is how I don't know how do I explain this. It's because back in season 1 and 2 of the TV show, there was this type of like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like things like a some sort of type of like like a magic or something extremely special that like made the show really good. But then as you know, more seasons got created, it started going from like, let's say, on top of a hill to all the way like down and more down and more down. And man, it just got pretty bad, because I think I saw from a post somewhere that the season 5 finale, the final 2 episodes or so, I think they were like the lowest rated episodes from every season that's ever came out. So I just want to like dive into this part, okay? One of the bad things that I specifically just did not like about the how the show went, okay, was about Homelander, because holy shit, dude. 'Cause here's the thing. About like a day or two ago, I was watching clips from like back in season 1 and 2, and dude, Homelander looked way more intimidating and more smart than he is at the final season. The part that I guess made the show extremely just like not good is the second Homelander started like throwing a tantrum, instead of being, that smart super villain powerful guy. He's pretty much like a man baby at like what, season 3 to 4 ish. He's always hungry for more power, and he's never satisfied, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he starts throwing a tantrum by killing people or whatnot. Like, dude, like I don't understand why they made him like that, because in the early seasons he was actually a likable supervillain. He had like this aura around him that he was extremely menacing, a extremely powerful soup that you shouldn't mess with. But then you go back to 4 and 5, or especially 5, he's like a child. Like, what? Dude, like, you really fucked it up so bad. Like, why? And then the other part, okay, I've also seen this as well in the final battle, because the final episode, you see the finale of where the boys fight against Homelander. The fight was just like, I wouldn't say confusing, more like it just was not that good. Okay, some of the parts that, okay, this is going to spoilers, by the way, like huge spoilers. If you haven't seen it, I don't know, don't watch this, and like go watch the TV show first. Okay, one of the spoilers I wanted to like get into, because dude, like, he just, because here's the thing, Homelander just did this 2 episodes ago, but yet in the final episode he couldn't even do it. Okay, because in the final, what was it, I think 3 episodes before the final episode or two, Soldier Boy gives Homelander the injected V1, which makes Homelander immortal and also boosts his abilities. But in the final fight, when Homelander's trying to fly away, somehow the boys were able to like grab onto his cape and then like pull him down. What? What? That makes no sense to me, because it like, okay, because I think season 8, no, not season 8, but season 5, and then episode 8 was the final one. About like 2 3 episodes ago, we literally saw a clip of him grabbing one of the wealthy people that works for like NASA or like some sort of a space astronaut. He was like an astronaut, okay? And about a few episodes ago, we just saw him grab the guy and then fly him up and then fly him down in a matter of what, 2 seconds, 1 second, and what in the final episode when he was getting tugged by his cape, he couldn't do that. Like, bro, you had V1 injected into your system. It's supposed to make him more powerful, more durable. Hell, he pretty much made him invincible. Isn't that the point of V1? It's sort of like a permanent power boost to your abilities. But what the fuck even happened? Why was he so nerfed so hard? Because to be honest, dude, because here's the thing, I was really, really hoping that the boys would actually go out on like an all-out war against the other superheroes, because you saw posters of it where it had, the White House, and then Homelander's on top, and then behind him there was like a bunch of superheroes. So I think so, because the way the final episode went was like a direct copy of the comics endings where Butcher grabbed a crowbar and then proceeded to just kill Homelander with it after his powers were taken away by Kimiko. Like, bro, just, oh my god, dude. Like, you had it, but then you dropped the ball around the final season. I don't understand it. Like, what? Come on. See, and then look, here's another part where Homelander got nerfed in the final battle, okay? In about, I think, 2 to 3 episodes ago, when Homelander was trying to find Sister Sage, what was it? Frenchie managed to get into her room and then get Homelander's attention, and like what, in the span of a second or two, Homelander finds Frenchie and then proceeds to kill him. Well, where the hell was that, huh? In the final episode, his speed was completely gone. It was reduced. How the fuck was it even reduced? He wasn't even hit by Kimiko's new, so what was it? It's like a blasting ability that permanently removes her powers. Like, that made no sense at all. Where the fuck did his speed go? Where was that super boost and enhancement? Like, it's like he barely even used it. Okay, like, because he got the permanent boost from like 2 to 3 episodes ago, and he barely even touched it. The only thing he got was immortality, but that's about it. Like, come on, really? Well, and something that I didn't notice about the like two seasons or one. To be honest, man, I don't even think Homelander killed enough people, cause you know, from season 1 to season 5. Well, at the beginning we saw him as this superhero with like this sort of, how do I put it? He had like a what's like the exact word? I think it's like a not a complex, but like he thought he was better. Okay, sort of. Well, he didn't think of that from like season 1 to 5. He just thought, I'm trying to put up this good guy act, so I can like do my superhero stuff. And then like in the final season or two, he becomes, like this godlike being. He has people worshiping him, and like, how do I put it? He just didn't like do enough destruction or not. And because I've seen clips of it online where people have done AI videos of like the final episode, and dude, it looks way more better than what our season 5 final episode got. Because in the AI videos, it just showed that like, Homelander mostly won. He destroyed buildings, killed people, etc., etc. Like, it was a way better ending than what we just normally got, because it was not good. And then like the other part that I guess was like plot armor, okay, it just wasn't that fun. How do I put it? Oh no, wait, it's not really plot armor, but here's the thing. About like, I think an episode before the final episode aired last week, I really thought that Soldier Boy was gonna join the fight to fight against Homelander, only for him to get completely chokehold by Homelander, which makes no sense, because both Soldier Boy and Homelander, they both have the same V1 injected into his system, so their strength should be more or less equal, or like maybe a bit more higher. But Soldier Boy gets knocked out by Homelander with a chokehold, then put into one of those, what do they call it? I think I kind of want to call it like a capsule sometimes. He pretty much puts him to sleep. Okay. Dude. Because, oh my god, man. I really thought Soldier Boy was going to be in the final episode to fight against Homelander because, Soldier Boy, he did help him get the V1, but at the same time, he's also the solution to get rid of Homelander, kill him. But apparently, that just didn't even happen. So, sucks. So, yeah, I guess, like, and all in all, the final season was just, or like the final two, in my opinion, it just wasn't really that good. Because I really miss what they had in season 1 and 2 and 3. They made Homelander extremely menacing. He was, such a scary soup. You wouldn't want to mess with him. Or he had like this aura where, like, if you try to mess with him a little bit, he'll just kill you. And then, the final 2 seasons, like, that just completely vanishes. He becomes a man child, and at the same time, he's also weak, even though he took a power boost. So yeah, and I did wish that, like, because here's the thing, the poster made it look like they were. I think I said this before, but like, I think the poster made it look like they were gonna have an all-out war, and I really, really thought the boys would have to fight multiple soups in order to get to Homelander. Bro, that would have been like the perfect fucking ending. Have them have one final war against the soups, and then Billy fights Homelander as his final opponent, the final boss, and well, that's about it. But that didn't really happen. Now, after that happened, there was a bit more extra scenes that played out because I think it only ended like halfway through the episode, where Billy got the virus and then tried to kill the soups at Vought Towers by planting the virus into the pipeline, so that way the virus would sprinkle all over the entirety of the Vought air ventilation system, only for Huey to stop Butcher by accidentally shooting him, and then Butcher ends up dying. Then, they all live happily ever after, him and Annie and the other members of the boys. Well, except for Kimiko, probably. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, about that ending. Because I read from the comics that well, not really read it, but like watched a YouTube video for like a short summary of it. In the comics, almost the entirety of the boys' team has died, and the only one surviving member was just Huey. But in the boys' TV show, Kimiko, Huey just live. Yet the only one that died was, well, Butcher and Frenchie. So, yeah, I guess it's one of the changes they did make, though. Dude, I was really disappointed because I'm just gonna say this: I really like Frenchie as a character, and I really thought Frenchie was gonna be in the final battle against the boys, because that's what they've been doing for the past 5 seasons, trying to think of new plans to defeat Homelander. If it fails, they come up with new ones. They create new tactics and stuff. So it was really, really weird, and well, not weird, but like, why did they really have to kill Frenchie one episode early before the final battle? Like, it made no goddamn sense, dude. At least have him join the final battle. He's been with the boys since the beginning. That's what, like, they've been building up the hype for. But, well, they just dumped him out. That's it. And then, I guess for that's probably the only thing I gotta say about this entire show. It really, really did, like, how do I put it? It was really, really good. Okay, in the very first 3 seasons, only for it to just slowly crumble down and more down and more down and more down. So yeah, I was just, bunch of disappointment. I could barely find any good things to talk about. I don't even think I talked about any good things at all. probably because I couldn't find any. It was just mostly bad, all right. Like the final battle, the battle against for Butcher versus Homelander, it it was barely that epic at all. It was like, I don't know, I'd probably say mediocre, yeah, with with the power of friendship type of shit, love, etc., etc. It's how they defeat Homelander, and I get that Homelander was immortal, so they had to add that plot. It's just that, man, the final battle just wasn't epic enough. I was really, really hoping that like they would have an all-out war against the other soups, because the other soups don't have V1 into their systems, and the only one that does is Homelander. Oh yeah, and speaking of V1, something I did find out, or like kind of looked through a little bit, was that in the comics V1 doesn't exist. In the comics, every superhero is injected with the same type of V. Um, so yeah, there's no immortality, that type of shit. There's also like no viruses that was created, because I believe in the comics the boys just used, military tactics, or guns and grenades to just kill other soups. So yeah, I mean, The Boys was pretty cool show. It's got some weird ups and downs. You see some weird shit, but all in all, dude, if I had to like give this thing a rating, like to be honest, like a rating out of 10, I'd probably have to give it like a 5 to 6, or like 6 to 7, or probably around like a 7 to 8. Well, not even an 8. Oh no, no, yeah, like a 5 to, like, let's say 7, any number around there out of 10. That's probably what I would have to rate it, because dude, the final season, bro, it's the final episode of the show, and it was so disappointing. The fight scene was so disappointing. Hell, they just won with the power of plot armor. That's it. And like, where's the war? And plus, to top it off, we saw a poster where like Homelander was on space, and then on below, the Earth was like burning to like shit. But like, where the fuck was that? That didn't happen anywhere. Okay, we didn't even see Homelander like scorch the fucking Earth. That's what they kept talking about in the show. Like, I think like twice, with like 2 different interactions. Homelander like going to scorch the Earth, burn the Earth to the ground, and like cause mayhem. Where where the fuck was that at? That didn't even exist. All we got was just Homelander accepting, the president's position, because he finally became God, or he thinks he became God, delusional. And then he has all his worshippers just like worshipping the shit out of him, saying, "Oh, all praise Homelander," this and that. Like, and then only for the final battle where just Butcher just kicks through a wall, and just the boys had to fight them. But there wasn't even enough destruction in the final episode. It was just the White House getting, maybe breaking a wall here and there. The tables get broken. That's about it. Where's the huge destruction they promised? The build up. Where is it? I mean, you showed it multiple times in the posters for the Earth. Like, it looked like they were about to fucking explode. Because it looked like Homelander just laser beamed all the way to its core. And then you have like another poster where it looked like Vought's building was completely destroyed. Well, where the hell is that at? There's nowhere to be found. Where's the destruction? Like, come on. So, I guess that's all I probably have to say about this show. It just didn't really meet up to the expectations that we all thought. Hell, the poster was just so fucking misleading. So, yeah, I guess that's it. All I got for this video. Like and subscribe. And, well, would I recommend this show to anyone? I'd probably say yes for like the few seasons, and after that, if they want to drop it, it's completely, fine if they drop it like halfway, because that's where the show just really got bad. So yeah. Also, one more thing I do want to say before I leave for this video. Okay, this video was also released in theaters, and to be honest, right after like I finished watching the final episode about a day or two ago, I am glad I did not go to the movie theaters to pay the tickets and snacks to watch this final episode because, good lord, it was fucking ass. And I thought the final episode was like 2 hours or like an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours. Apparently, I think it was like an hour and 8 minutes, and that's it. That's all you're getting. So going to the movie theaters to watch this wasn't even that fucking worth it. It was you're just wasting money. So yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say for this video. All right, later.